So from the previous section, we know that data is important, and data can be transformed from data in its elementary form into information after it's being organized, accumulated, okay, and being tabulated. And then after the informations have been accumulated for long enough of time, then become knowledge and so on. All right. So, but in general, we know that data is required in order to make decision. All right. And then, however, the quality of the data and the impact of the data depends on the type of data analytics that we are going to implement, that we are going to conduct on our data. All right, data is required for decision making, and the type of decision that we can make, or actually the type of decision that we can make, it will depends on how impactful that data is, and how impactful that data is will depend on the type of data analytics that we can carry out, that we are going to carry out on our data. Here is a graph, okay, showing us the 4 types of data analytics. The very basic one is called descriptive analytics. It will try to tell us what happened. All right. For example, it may tell us, or actually it is able to answer questions such as, which product sells the best in year 2025? It is telling us, this type of data analytics tells us the type, okay, the things that happened, that had happened. All right. Yeah, in short, it's giving us the hindsight, telling us what had happened in the past. And then the second type of data analytics is called diagnostic analytics. And this diagnostic analytics, as the name implies, it is going to tell us why things happened in the past. Why did it happen, right? Follow up from our previous question, it will be like trying to answer the questions such as, why the product sells the best in year 2025. All right, then maybe we would do some maybe scatter plot diagram. Maybe we would do some correlationship analysis. All right, the kind of things. Okay, to diagnose. Okay, why the product sells the best in year 2025. And then the third type of data analytics is called predictive analytics. Predictive is meant to predict, okay, what will happen. All right, what will happen. For example, if this product sells well in year 2025, then how well will it perform in year 2026? All right. So it answers the question of what shall be the sales or demand for that same product in year 2026. And then for the fourth type, all right, the fourth type of data analytics is called prescriptive. Prescriptive analytics is going to tell us what can we do now to make what we predict to happen. All right, it tells what we can do now. Okay, how can we make it happen? If we predict something will happen, all right, when we predict something will happen, okay, and also we try to understand why did it happen. This is actually about insight, telling us some insights, why things happen, give some insight what will happen. And then in contrast to the fourth type of data analytics, which is the prescriptive, it is telling us, okay, the foresight, okay, in order to make something happen in the future, what we can do right now. So it answers question, a follow-up from the same product case, all right. under the prescriptive analytics, it will answer the questions, the business questions, such as how much raw material should be procured to meet the demand, okay, for that particular product in year 2026. So this will be the example. And differences among these 4 types of data analytics. All right. So descriptive, telling us what had happened in the past. So it's a hindsight. And then for diagnostic is actually between hindsight and insight. All right. So it telling us why did it happen. All right. So that maybe we can do something in the future, maybe for prediction or something. All right. Yeah. And then for predictive analytics, it is going to predict what will happen based on the past data that we model in our predictive modeling here. All right, that will be our predictive analytics. Okay, here we will run the regression analysis in order to predict something. Okay, what are the promising, okay, or the key determinant factor to make certain predictions. All right, prediction of, for example, the product demand, okay, in the future. And then for the prescriptive, it's able to tell us what kind of action that we can do now. In short, for this prescriptive analytics, we call it as a foresight. Okay, it allows us to take action right now. Okay, take some real time, okay, relevant action right now. Therefore, we call it as for prescriptive analytics. We say that it provides us the foresight. But then if you look at this graph, okay, it is based on 2 dimensions, value and also difficulties. Value means that the impact, how impactful that data, that analytics result will provide, all right, to the organization or to the individual with value. In short, from here, we can see that as our data analytics goes from prescriptive to diagnostic to predictive to prescriptive, the value increases. All right, because it's a pretty common sense, such that prescriptive telling us what happened in the past, but prescriptive tell us what we can do to achieve our goal, right? And then looking at another dimension, which is the difficulty. Difficulty means that how much data, how long should we collect the data, all right? And how much sources of data should we gather in order to allow us to conduct a more valuable and data analytics, all right? That will be the difficulties part, all right? Okay,